Team Deathmatch. Hunter-killer drone on standby. We've taken the lead. Keep on them. We're winning this one. Just another day. Good job. job.